Hey guys, welcome back. I'm me, DC Connor. Today I want to introduce you Romer. This is a watch brand founded in 1888 in Switzerland. It's a Swiss-made watch brand, and I haven't covered it before. And I quickly glanced at Amazon.com, which is USA Amazon, and I have found none. So I'm not sure you Americans have a Romer watch brand, and I know Certina is not so popular, but you can buy it on Amazon. I don't know, have you ever heard about Romer? Anyways, here I am to introduce it to you, and it's an old Swiss brand. It's not something new, and video is not sponsored. Romer, Swiss made, looks like Milgauss. You cannot hit the feeling. I reviewed Milgauss, black Milgauss with the black crystal, not the green crystal, and you cannot get away from it. It feels like Milgauss on the wrist, looks like Milgauss. It's 42 on my wrist. It's 42 across the diameter, and on my wrist it wears nice. My wrist is 7.5 inches, so you can get that feeling. It's very shiny and bling. It has interesting bracelet, but we'll talk about that in a second. What I like about this watch as the style and execution of the finish and everything. It's a Searock Romer. When you go down to history, Searock is one of their staple models. You can find some nice vintage ones. And first thing you notice in this watch is this Cyclops that stares at you. And speaking of Cyclops, you can see this one isn't as sophisticated like on Rolex, and this one feels, the stories that people yanking off their Cyclops on Rolex with the screwdrivers and a little bit blowtorch. Oh, this one seems like you can yank it off very easily. Not that I want to, but nor that I encourage you, but yeah. It's a sapphire crystal. It has a Cyclops. Some may like it, some may not. It's definitely useful if you're a bit older and you have a poor eyesight. So it has a date complication. I think it would look nicer and cleaner without the date, but it is what it is. Most people prefer date. It has a apply indices, applied logo, and a highly polished apply indices and highly polished hands, dolphin hands, and orange tipped second hand, which is very neat. Kind of very reminiscent of a Milgauss, and has a polished bezel. Sides of it are brushed steel and combination of polish, high polish. I like high polish watches because it's easy to make a brushed finish watch, but if you want to go the extra mile, you do the high polish. There's a lot of good things going on for this watch, and one of the things is 100 meters or 10 atmospheres water resistant with the screw down crown. So yeah, the crown screws down. It has a R on the signed crown, sign logo. It's not just laser etched, it's really done. It's carved in, so yeah. On the case back, you can see the ETA movement 2824-2. I will show you the website, and on the website, current models have the different movement. The ETA and Swatch Group pulled the plug, and I was convinced the Romer was Swatch Group anyways, but apparently they are not. Romer, with the quality and everything, they're like Tissot, Certina type of brand. I put them in that category. So this one retails for $700 bucks, or with the bracelet, and I definitely recommend get any watch with the bracelet. It's easy and cheaper to produce the watch. So yeah, this is ETA 2824, and newer versions have ST11 or something like that. I will put it in there. It's a basically clone of ETA with some nicer decoration and more jewels on the bridge palette, because ETA patent expired, so people can copy it. Same thing with the Rolex designs. The patent expired, so people can copy legally. One thing you notice on this watch is the decorated rotor. Well, part of the rotor is decorated, and you can see that. So yeah, you can see the rotor has some nice finish on it. It's all machined because yeah, part of the rotor is decorated. The rest of that as ETA. Yeah, but like I said, the ETA pulled the plug on most of these watch brands, so now they're using that version. I haven't had any experience with that new movement ETA clone, but what I hear online, people who take care to look more into these things, have more experience, it's a good moment. It's a good clone. I don't like the word clone, but it's a good. However, here you're looking at the ETA 2824-2, so no biggie there. And very nice case, very nice bracelet. I like the screw down crown, and overall, the watch is very blingy. The bracelet is high polished, and you can see the center links. This is, anyways, this is a 5-link bracelet. So every part of this is separate part, even the tiny little parts here, and it's pin and collar bracelet. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of that, but in this price range, I think that's exactly what you can expect. And high polish side feels nice. The Longines Hydro Conquest bracelet is not nicely finished like this one. I don't know about the new one, but the older one definitely. And what I don't like about this is the center polished links, but it has like a little groove at the top, like a little hill, and you can see it goes up and up like a rooftop, and it has it here in the center slide. So it makes a watch definitely unique and different, and it's not just a president bracelet knockoff or oyster style bracelet knockoff. It has an interesting depth to it, but it contributes to being what to watch being a bit more blingy. Butterfly clasp on this one. R here, Romer, nice double release, butterfly clasp, and one thing I would change, I would put more traditional bracelet with the normal links inside. It does look more blingy, but it's not necessarily that speaks to me personally. So you may like it, but I definitely do not. Nice black dial. There are versions with the green, blue dial, white dials, lots of different versions. But yeah, that's it. I think this is a very nice watch. Value for money, especially if you can snag it up on eBay on a used market. I think you will have a nice, decent watch that kind of want to get that feel of a Rolex Milgauss on the cheap. It's a good quality watch, and it's not cheap to fork. I don't know. I think good price would be 500 on the used market, but you can always hunt for a deal. And even the brand new isn't bad at all, because I always tell you if I'm surprised positively about the watch, and this one definitely surprised me. It's not my first Romer, but it is first Searock. The box is standard vinyl box, nothing to mention, nothing to write home about. Cheap fake leather, like on most of these watches, and yeah. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm EDC Gunner. If you have a Romer, please do tell me and share your experiences in the comments down below, so it may help someone. So thank you for watching once more, and see ya.